Sure. Good evening, everybody. What an entrance. Hey, Barled Up. Yeah, I'm here in the studio, and I'm sitting in front of my front window, so we're on our town square, so whenever a police car or an ambulance goes anywhere, or a fire truck, they usually come somewhere around us. I hear more of them, too. Goodness. Kiba did not appreciate that one. So I've got about, I think, 10 more of these regular size mugs to make. That's what I was making earlier today. And then I'm going to swap over to the mini mugs. Gypsy, hey! And Knitter Girl, yeah, good evening, everybody, and welcome back. I am making mugs today. Starting off with some of my 20-ounce mugs. I've got, like I said, about 10 more of these to make, and then I'm going to switch over to the 10-ounce mugs. Now, I think I'm missing one bag of clay. I need to go back and get that before I go too much further. Oh, no, no, come on, don't do this to me. Barled Up said you can't wait to start your pottery course again in the fall. You're going to retake the first course you took just to get the basics down. Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, rampaging kittens. I had 3 more spots on my other shelf. I think I'm going to make a third one here, move these over, and grab my extra bag of clay that I left in the back. Oh, come on, guys. One of these days, they're just going to pull the camera cord out completely. And then I will be right back. All right. So it looks like I have 9 more now. I'm going to be 1 short of having 70 pieces. That's because I had a lot of claytalities today. I mean, look at the size of my scrap pile. It's let's hope I don't stay on that trend tonight. Hey, Colleen. Good evening and welcome back. Oh, Barrel Dove, I didn't even see that. You said, please tell you I have a masseuse on speed dial. You remember complaining about your back during your first course and had to go for a massage. You know, we go to the chiropractor every so often, but no, I've not been to a masseuse for my shoulders. I probably should. No, honestly, like I sit on my yoga ball so that my lower back doesn't hurt. I've had more problems with my lower back than my upper back as far as just like pain, but it's because I have a pinched nerve in my lower back. So sitting on the yoga ball takes some of that pressure off of the lower back so that I can stand up and move when I need to get up. Otherwise, it would just hurt too much. Hey, Moon Reaper, welcome back. So I've got a few more of the regular sized mugs to do. Whoa, Spiner Rose! Thank you so much for the sub. And thank you for using your Twitch Prime sub here on our channel. Welcome to the Muddy Buddies, and welcome to the studio. So Spinner Rose, check your whispers pretty soon. You will have a coupon code that's good on our website. We do a different coupon code every month for our subs. We send it out at the first of the month, so it's already gone out to subscribers. But it's our way of saying thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you for supporting the studio. And this month, let's see, I got to clean it off again here. So I have a little dish that's got clay all over it now, but we are giving these away, and I may be making more of these tonight if I have time. But we have specifically a little kiba dish that we're giving away this month, the entirety of this month, to subscribers. All you have to do is when you subscribe to the channel, if you already have the coupon code, it will be in your email. If not, when you subscribe, we will whisper it to you, and you go on the website. You don't have to buy anything else. Just claim your free kiba dish. And this is using one of my newer techniques, which is a decal, which allows me to put photographic images on bowls and dishes and stuff and mugs. But again, it's our way of saying thank you for supporting the studio. It looks just like Kiva because it's covered in clay. There we go. Probably wouldn't recognize him any other way, right? Though I don't know if he's going to show his face tonight. He was up here a while ago. I don't know where he went. I think the kittens ran him off. Oh no, come on now. Can I save this one? I might be able to. I think that's just a piece of dry clay, but you never know. Want to make sure it wasn't some foreign object. There we go. Saved it! And it's not even too wonky. Space Cat, hey, thank you for the host. Welcome, everybody. Space Cat is coming at you with a galaxy of love and maybe claws. If the Space Cat is anything like my kittens, then definitely all the claws. But good evening, everybody. Speaking of kittens, I hear somebody. Maybe not. Oh, I see somebody. I see a tux back there. Space Cat, hey, so how's my Thursday? So far, so good. I can't really complain. But it probably helps that we took yesterday off, so I'm feeling a bit refreshed. Hello. And there's a tux. Like, what you doing? I can help. No. That was not an invitation. Oh no. Like, what you doing? Nuh-uh. Pretty soon, the out of jumping range is going to be farther than I can reach. Yeah, furry trouble, definitely. Come here. They're just like, what are you doing? Oh no, a lot of Owada. Hey, good evening. He said, you love cats, but your toddler is having a breakdown. She won't let you bop her with a small curtain rod. Oh, it's the end of the world. Well, good luck. They're, my supervisors are very attentive. I keep expecting to get pounced on any minute. Nope. It's nap time. Space Cat is lurking or cleaning up, as it is better known. Alana said, "Oh, the yarn bowls." Oh, and it says, "Oh, lordy, those yarn bowls. You need them in your life." How many I got? 3 more of these, I think. Yes, 3 more of these. And Reaper, is the whole building air conditioned, or is it hotter in some areas, like back where I glaze stuff? Yeah, you're sure it's hot by the kilns. Yes, especially when the kilns are going, obviously it's hot back there. But no, the building is air conditioned. And the back part of the building where I have my kilns, it was actually an addition at some point in time. So it does get warmer, and it's more closer to whatever it is outside back there. Though this past fall, we actually put some insulation in the above the ceiling tiles to see if it would help, and it really does help. So for the first time since we've been here, there's a little bit of climate control in that back area, and we've actually been ordering and getting some pieces and parts in to build a wall to enclose my kilns, which is really, I think, what you're supposed to do anyway, but I've never had that option to have a kiln room, so now we're going to build one. So I've got to do some rearranging back there. But we want to enclose the kilns and then have a better venting system back there so that when we fire the kilns, it doesn't stink up the whole place. And two, when we fire the kilns, so that the air intake for the air conditioning unit is in the back of the back of the studio, the same room the kilns are in. So like when I run the kilns, I turn the AC off because there's no point in running it because it's going to be pumping hot air, trying to cool that, and then spreading that throughout the studio. So hopefully, if we get a kiln room built, then we'll have better ventilation, and we'll be able to run the AC when the kilns are on. That's actually a current project. And Seema, hey, thank you for the follow, and welcome to the studio. So we've got 2 more of these regular mugs. And after this, I know I said I would be working on my smaller mugs, but I've got like 6 pieces that I want to make into some travel mugs. Because I don't want to make a bunch of travel mugs right now, but I do need to make a few for individual orders. Yeah, working in AC air conditioning is something that is relatively new to me, though. We've actually in the past year done a lot to insulate the building. We've got a new window. So before, I mean, I had a plate glass window in front of me, and I wanted to work in the window because I got better light, but also I got all the sun coming in, which not just blinded me, but it was just hot. But it wasn't that much of a ordeal for me at first because I was already acclimated to doing that. Like I came off of I went full time at this coming off of working in a factory at an aluminum recycling mill, which was always sweltering, all year long. So I was used to being hot. I was used to sweating while I worked. And before we moved into the building here, I worked out of my garage at home. And I think for a little while we had like a window AC unit, but you know, it did what it could, but it wasn't all that great. So I was accustomed to being warm while I worked. It's actually tougher in the winter to be cold than it is to be warm, because while I'm throwing, I'm constantly dipping my hands in water, and that helps cool me down. But in the winter time, I use warm water because dipping my hands in cold water constantly, you know, would freeze me. Would the AC dry out the clay faster? Yes, it does. It does, because it dries out the air. Okay, one more. Minnie. Minnie, Minnie. What's the matter? Is the AC drying the clay out good or bad? You know, it depends on what I want. You know, on humid days, sometimes it's very helpful because it helps dry things out, and it's just something I've got to prepare for. You know, I don't leave pieces out for more than a couple hours uncovered, no matter what, just because I don't want to get surprised by having something dry out too fast. So in theory, having a dehumidifier would dry out acrylic paints faster. It could. It's been a long time since I worked with acrylic paints, but it could. I thought with acrylic paints, it was the trick was getting them to not dry out. So is that orange thing under the desk with the cash register something broken? That is a little bird poof that was on their scratching post. They killed it and it is dead. Oh yeah, Eridos, yeah, well, yeah, when you're done and you're waiting for it to dry or whatnot, yeah, you want to dry it out quickly, true. Especially if you're working with thick layers of paint. Alright, let me get some different things out here. So let that soak for a second. And this is going to be, hopefully, a travel mug. Even with oil paint, you think? A dehumidifier would be great, yeah. Would a hairdryer work? Something like a hairdryer, especially if you're wanting to work on just a specific part? I'm not sure what heat would do to them. Hey, fish. Oh, the hairdryer blows air so it might move the paint, huh? Let's see how tall this is. Almost tall enough. Fish Twit, hey, yeah, well, you say thank you for streaming tonight. Well, you're welcome. Thanks for joining us. I'm only going to make 6 of these if I can, because I just need a couple for some custom orders. Hey, Kiba. I want to trim this down just a tad bit. Not quite enough. Hey, buddy. Let me finish this one up a little bit. Make sure my inside is smooth, because these are travel mugs, and I will have a I have plastic travel mug lids that need to fit on here. Here we go. You ready, Kiba? You gonna help me? Now, your purple pillow is kind of full tonight. Oh, come on. It's an effort to get him up here. But the purrs are so worth it. Yeah, bud. There you go. Yeah, for all the angst between all of them, like, he will not push them off of the pillow. If he's up there, he'll swat at them, so they can't get up there with him. But if they're there, he'll let them be. They're getting along a lot better than they used to. Because Kiba's our original studio cat. Minnie showed up, breached his defenses, and brought reinforcements. Yeah, it depends on who has the high ground, yeah. As she was the Trojan horse bringing in kitten defenses, yes. No, we can do this, Kiba. You just gotta let me hug you for a little bit. I'm probably getting them all wet. Mm-hmm. Kiba, do you know why you can't get comfortable? It's because you can't fit up here with me very well. The kittens can perch on my knee. You can't perch very easily, buddy. What you trying to do? Hmm? What you doing, buddy? Hmm? He's like, I could take up the whole lap. That would be good, right? Oh, you want that hand too? You want this elbow? It's time for the elbow scratches. Alright, Kiba, we can't do this. We gotta pick a spot. There you go. I got to lean over. Oh, he's purring. He knows he's in the way. Mm-mm. Arg. Kiba's like, I still love you. Oh, thank you, Arandos. Thank you for the cheers. A few bites of kibble for Kiba. All right, buddy. There you go. You know what I really do need to make though is just some plain needle holders, and I almost forgot about it. Let's get some more of this clay up from the bottom if I can. There we go. So this will be a needle holder now. And then really the only difference, like the travel mugs started out as needle holders, and I've just given them a little bit more shape over time. But I used to make a bunch of these just flared cylinders and sell them as needle holders. And I've sold a few recently, so I need to put some phrases on them. There's a cylinder with no handle. Oh, Tux is about to fall. Knitter Girl, what's up? Claytality? Probably because we don't have the bot turned on, honestly. Rebel Boy, hey, thank you for the host. All right, let's see if I can do this. Ooh, that one made a good sound. Still didn't disturb the kittens, though. Let's see if I can do this without a cat in my lap now. Yeah, there's no command in the Nightbot list for Claytality, so it's a part of another bot that we don't have turned on. I don't remember either. We just forgot to turn it on or we turned it off because it was the bots were kind of countering one another. Hey, Rebel said you were on earlier, but you had to leave because you had to talk to a couple of places that might possibly order some product from you. Oh, congrats. Well, good luck with them. So is this like a wholesale account? Cat removal. Sometimes our Imperial overlords get in the way of production and they need to be gracefully relocated. It is an insufferable indignity, but one which cannot be helped. I don't know that I've read that one before. I don't remember that one. They would be wholesale orders, nice. There we go, we've got a good size there. Let's make sure the insides are nice and smooth so my travel mug lid can fit. I did have to move Kiba, yes. Or what does it say? Gracefully relocate him. Colleen, you like the origin story? As a child, I was bitten by a radioactive lump of clay and was granted superpowers. However, my powers lay undiscovered until a chance encounter with a pottery class in college where I realized that I had all the power and vowed to rule the mortals. Mwahahaha. With my cat overlords. Let's see how tall this is before I keep stretching it out bigger and bigger. That's good. Eva, what are you doing? Scratching at the door like you want to go outside. I need the opening here to be 3.5 inches, which it is, because my mug, travel mug lids are 3 inches wide, give or take a little bit. There's just a tiny bit of wiggle room there. But the mugs are going to shrink about 1/2 inch, so I gotta build in some wiggle room of my own. Your cat is giving you the foulest of looks. You have my sympathies. Well, it's not just the pillow. Minnie's at the front door. Not that he couldn't share the front rug with her. Not that he couldn't lay down next to her. She wouldn't mind. She wants to play. She wants to cuddle. Kiba's just having none of anybody. Hey, buddy. Gonna get on his box. See that? As soon as Mama Cat meows, they perk up. Harriet, thank you for the follow. And welcome to the studio. Alright, one more of these. And this one is not going to be a travel mug, it's going to be specifically a needle holder. So this one, the mouth is a little bit wider. Instead of being straight up and down, it's got a flare to it. And it doesn't have a little curve to it because it doesn't need to contain a drink, really. Yeah, by the time the remaining 2 kittens get adopted, they'll be a bonded pair. Oh. Yeah, well, see, we've never had litter mates before. We've never had a litter of kittens, been around a litter of kittens either. So I didn't know how, if they would grow apart, if they would just become, as they grow, they become more independent. But they actually like one another. There we go. Yeah, we gave away, their sister was adopted at around 8 weeks, 8 to 9 weeks old. And they were fine. I don't think they even miss her. Erandos, the mini mixing bowl would make a great soup bowl, you say. Use the spout for remaining broth. Yeah. Oh, somebody's got fireworks. Yeah, and the mini mixing bowl, I think it would hold, around 2 cups, at least 1.5 cups of fluid. So now this that I have here, this is 3/4 of a pound, and it's going to be the mini mug, the 10-ounce mug. Oh, whoa, I missed the bit cut bomb. Blue Eyes Nico, thank you for the resub. Blue Eyes is sub for 12 months in a row. Yay. Say first year of awesome streams and good times. Here's to many more. Thank you so much. And we got a 10-ounce cup here. Looks so tiny next to everything else. Blue Eyes, yes, they're the kittens, aren't they so big? They're around 3 months old now. Technically, I think they're 13 weeks. Next. They were little squirmy wormies, or wiggly beans, as we called them last time you were able to join a stream. Aw. Well, welcome back. Yeah, we have 2 of the 3 still. We found a home for the little girl. Oh yeah, they still squirm. They're holy terrors now. Except for when they're asleep. Then they're just cute. How is Kiba enjoying the kittens now? They're getting along better. They're not cuddly friends yet, but they're actually eating together. And we have video evidence that he started grooming the black one, which we're calling Nightwing. We have Nightwing and Tux. And you know, they're not Kiba's not hissing at them every time he sees them, which is a big improvement. But Kiba's also got a big scratch right down the center of his nose, so I don't know if that had anything to do with everybody getting along a little bit better. There's 78 pieces for the day. Probably just mini. Making mini mugs, yes. So I'm working on my 10-ounce mugs now. Earlier I was working on the 20-ounce mugs, and then I made a few travel mugs too. But now it's on to the mini mugs. So Gemma said you did pottery in high school, but you can't remember. You guess you let the pottery dry and then put it in the kiln, right? It doesn't go into the kiln on the tile. No. So the tiles, the only reason I use the tiles is so I don't have to physically pick up the mug and move it around. That would just cause it to collapse. So I use the tile so that I can transport the pieces easier. Once it dries a little bit, I will cut it off of the tile with like a piece of fishing line or a thin wire. And then, yeah, once they completely air dry, that's, I'll let them dry a little bit and then put handles on the mugs and whatever custom phrases or text I need to put on them. And then once they completely air dry, I'll put them in the kiln for their first firing. The first firing goes up to around 1900 degrees Fahrenheit. And what that does is it puts the clay through a chemical change so that it's no longer water soluble, and it strengthens it so that I can glaze the pieces. It still leaves it a little bit porous. It's not fully fired at 1900 degrees. So it's still porous so that when I glaze the pieces, the glaze will stick. And then the second firing goes up to 2200 degrees. The thunk is very satisfying. I have a lot of people tell me that. That and the scraping sound. Like that. That's why one of our first emotes was the splat emote. Our first two emotes were Kiba and Splat. You did get to, sorry, I'm going to back up. Gemma, he said, there's a guy on YouTube, Peaceful Cuisine, and he throws and glazes the set of plates, and you'd love to do that, because you can never find plates you like. You did get to use a potter's wheel once, but yours were the kind where you actually kick, yeah. Old-fashioned kick wheel. I've actually got one of those here, too. I just don't use it. Yeah, it's actually one of the first wheels I ever got. I bought it at a surplus sale from our university. They were getting rid of all their old wheels and replacing them with electric wheels, right as I was graduating, of course. Because I learned on a treadle wheel, which is different than a kick wheel because you stand at it and there's a lever that you kick that goes back and forth, and it spins the big heavy wheel at the bottom. So it's a little bit easier on you. But I got a regular kick wheel because they were getting rid of everything, and I put in an offer of like $15 on it. It was like you had to put in a silent bid, so I just put in $15 on a couple of them to see if I would get anything, and I got one. I think we spent more on the U-Haul to carry it to my apartment than we did on the actual thing. Do I have any D&D related mugs? What did we have? We had one person do a LARP related mug. Now remember, I can put anything you want to on the mug. So if you have a D&D related phrase or text or graphic you want me to do, let me do it. I don't know if it's D&D, but Bruce Weasel did one. It was like RN Jesus loves me. But I do have a graphic of a D20 dice that I've used. But I don't think I have anything specifically D&D related. Roll 20? Yeah. Well, yeah, because Aetherfang has just completed a successful Kickstarter for a book that is it combines D&D with knitting patterns, and it was so she had commissioned some mugs that say knit 1 roll 20, combining knitting and D&D. So if you were gonna Blue Eyes, if you were gonna get a D&D mug, what would you put on it? So Blue Eyes, so currently you're making your DM a huge artwork of all your characters and would love to pair it with a D&D mug for him since you go late. Yeah. Colleen, death save rules. Dungeon Master, yeah. We'll have to consult Wonder Hamster on this. Done, Buggy? Good evening. Yeah, speaking of D&D, you're going to be doing your first campaign tomorrow night with a few friends. No idea what you're doing. Oh, man. Hey, Shanna. Gemma, or oh, Shanna, which kiln reveal is that? How about Dungeon Master I am? Roll initiative you must. Hee hee hee. See if this one is still. Yeah, it's good. Oh, it's the one with all the tuxedo cat bowls, yes. Dunbuggy said, you've got a bunch of really laid-back folks, then you'll be playing with your sister and her boyfriend, so you should be good. Any class suggestions? See, I am not gonna even pretend like I'm a D&D expert. Like, I know some of the terminology, but I've actually never played D&D. Well, Hamster loves it. He's played it, you know, for the majority of his life. He's had a game running of some kind or other. I've never been that good at D&D type games. I prefer board games and card games. Like, I got really into Magic the Gathering. Yeah, Shannon, level 1 judge for Magic, yes. Is he gonna try for different levels, or is he happy just to be a level 1? Oh, he's working on level 2. Nice. Yeah, Shannon, we always say we want to go to Channel Fireball when we're out there because it's like it's right next to the airport, so we drive by it every time we are in town. It would be more for kind of old time's sake because we've not bought cards in years. Dunbuggy said, Magic is an amazing game. You absolutely love all the artwork they put on their cards, yes. We should have brunch at Sarah's Kitchen, then go to Channel Fireball, yes. big stretch. Knitter Girl, thank you for the host. Need some tiles. 6.
I'm at 70%.
Gemma, no, I don't have any interns. I've had some people help me before, but well, now I've got hamster, so it's just me and Daniel in the studio. We're a little bit too far away from our local university to have an intern from there. But so yeah, we don't have anybody helping like that. No part-timers. More fireworks going off. For some people, this must be the best day of the year. It's kind of like the day after Valentine's Day is like discount chocolate day, discount firework day. So my goal tonight is to make another 40 of these mini mugs, and I've made 12, 13. Finally found your paint thinner. Got it for oil paints, yes. Oh, the lovely smell of turpentine. Turpentine is good for oil-based clay as well. Oh no, you have your turpentine, but it's not in its original bottle, so you had to do like a sniff test. Oh, you have a Mr. Yuck sticker on it and wrote paint thinner and permanent marker. So if I threw an oil-based clay, would I use water to work it? Oh no, I would never throw with an oil-based clay. Oil-based clay is like super thick. It's more, I mean, it can be softened up with like oils of any kind, but I've used it to do sculptural work. Yeah, while you were away, the pillow got vacated, yes. I hear them rustling around behind me. Oh no! Nope. I think that's the first claytality of the evening. It's not bad. Here we go. Yeah, where is Kiba? He needs to come reclaim his pillow. His throne of power. I don't know where he is. Kiba. Kiba. You know, he's a cat, so sometimes if you call him, he'll come, sometimes he won't. Oh, Iridosia, rarely does your cat not come when you call him. Ooh. Oh, your cat was raised by dogs, who in turn was raised by a cat. Funny. Yeah, one of our neighbors here has a humongous dog named Dozer, as in bulldozer. And she says, I mean, he's a super, super friendly dog, but he's huge and kind of scary looking. But apparently he was also raised by cats and likes to play with cats and take care of cats. So every time he sees Kiba, he wants to play. But Kiba gets the crap scared out of him every time he sees him. And wants nothing to do with him. So multiple times I've had like Kiba come zooming into the back door of the studio, followed by this massively huge dog. Oh my gosh, the dog was almost litter trained too. That's hilarious. Hello. What are you doing? Come on. Here you go. Yeah, the travel mugs are on the lower rack here. Well, we made a couple of those. Hey, Tux. Tux? You gonna come here? Or you gonna pounce on your brother? Hey there. You're gonna do both. Is this the same dog that wound up on your roof? No, this was a different one. The dog that was on our roof was actually a puppy, a huge puppy. Oh, I saw what that was. So right now I'm working on the mini mugs, the 10-ounce mugs. I almost had to redo some of the travel mugs, right? Oh, what was that? What are you doing? Oh, watch out for the tail, buddy. Oh, he fell. You saw a mini. I hear her. I don't know, this one's kind of wonky. Yeah, sometimes vets prescribe clay pills for digestion, or that's what the vet told me. Because the first time I caught the cats drinking from the clay water, I called the vet to make sure I wasn't poisoning my cats. And that's what he told me. It's like sometimes they even have to prescribe clay pills for indoor cats because it's something they would get in their system, you know, naturally in the wild. Yeah, it could be Iridosa, kind of like you see birds pecking at stones to help digest their food. Landed Mermaid, you think your third mug will be a mini mug. Ooh. They've been very popular. They're 10 ounces instead of 20, so if you don't want to have your daily amount of coffee all in one mug, then it's a good option to have. But it probably would be the best mug for me to use because I tend to, when I drink coffee, it's more cream and sugar than actual coffee. So it tends to get cold pretty quick. So I don't really like coffee by itself, so I haven't been drinking it for the past couple weeks since I'm trying to cut back on sugar. You know, I was very disappointed last night. I was going to have a cheat day, and I made some cookies, and I was going to enjoy my cookies since I hadn't had them in a long time. Because it's been going on like a week and a half of no sugar for the most part. I've had something on my birthday, and then we were going to do something last night. I didn't like the cookies. I didn't. Lassa, yes, you got the very first mini mug, or what rather Megan did. Yeah. Megan was our guinea pig to make sure that the mug was 10 ounces. Yeah, when I was reading about going, without sugar and what things, had sugar in them and added sugars and then the best way to go about it, like they said that your taste would change. Things would taste different if you quit eating sugar, and they do. I didn't like the cookies. They were too overpoweringly sweet, and that made me sad. Aaron Dosey said, "You suppose if you ever got the money for a custom order, a 30-ounce could be made?" Oh yeah, I've made those before. Try a cookie that uses something like applesauce to sweeten it. Yes, and bananas. Actually, I made some sugar-free banana bread, and it's actually very good. It's not as sweet as regular banana bread, but it's still good. And I think I've made in the past. I think I've made applesauce oatmeal cookies. I'll have to look up that recipe and see if there was how much added sugar I put in it. I love banana bread. My favorite thing with banana bread is either raisins or you can get sometimes you can find those cinnamon chips that are shaped like chocolate chips, but they're cinnamon, and put those in banana bread. That is amazingly good. But you can only seem to find those around Thanksgiving or Christmas. Oh, your local grocery store often gathers all the loose bananas and bags them. Each bag only costs $1. Nice. Yeah, one of our grocery stores will actually sell the overripe bananas cheaper. They package those together. The bag even has a banana bread recipe printed on it. Nice. Oh, those bananas are perfect for people that freeze them for smoothies and baked goods. Ah. But I was thinking like banana oatmeal cookies might be good because I've been eating for breakfast. Been actually cooking old-fashioned oatmeal, but with a banana mashed up in with the oatmeal and with raisins, and it's actually really good. Because I was used to eating the oatmeal the instant oatmeal you get in a pouch, but of course it's 90% sugar. But this stuff is actually much better. So I think I've got 20. Yes, I've got 20, and this will be 21 of the smaller mugs. Oh yeah, you could mash up bananas, freeze them in an ice cube tray to give to dogs as a treat on hot days. Ooh. Hadn't thought about giving it to dogs. Did y'all hear the kitten stampede going on? Oh, you just noted, oh, Hamster changed his name on the Blizzard app? Really? I had not noticed. Yeah, I think I'm just a launching pad now. What did he change his name to? Oh my gosh, popsicle mold and peanut butter, yes. Peanut butter is one of my favorite things. Like, I could just sit and eat. I could eat peanut butter by the spoon. I could. Oh, buddy. Sucks. You saw him running up here. He came to a sudden and unexpected stop. Hey, buddy. Oh, you gonna fight me? You gonna fight me? Here's Tux. He had to shake it off for a second. All right, Lassa, have a good night. And I hope you've had a good anniversary day. Oh, try booping a cat nose with peanut butter for a good laugh. Yeah, because they lick it off. I could do that with one of my cats, and he'd be very happy. He loves peanut butter. Like, if you're eating something with peanut butter in it, like, he will stalk you. Oh yeah, your dogs love you too when you get the peanut butter out. Yeah. Well, it's my experience that dogs will get excited about just about anything. My parents' dog actually loves green pepper, just fresh green pepper. Will beg for it. You have a dog that goes insane when you have lettuce. Really? Hey, Faithful. Yeah, good evening, everybody. Let's see how tall this is. Yeah, it needs to be a bit bigger. That didn't sound very good. I think Minnie's chasing the bug. Well, Minnie caught the bug and she's eaten the bug, so let's hope it wasn't anything bad. Oh, hello. That is 27 mini mugs. What's that one look like? Is it a bit wonky? It's a tiny bit wonky. Oh, kittens are making me very nervous. I didn't see where he was back there. It's Oh, for crying out loud. Oh, Minnie. I'm like, there's something dark back there. Minnie's sitting on the mugs. She's just sitting there. That's what I get for thinking I have things out of jumping reach. No, it's Tux. Minnie's over there. You comfy? Hey, bud. These guys, so you don't squish them. So the mugs had dried enough that they weren't squished.
Searching for the truth, left everything behind me, and looking out for you. Walking through the daylight, I sleep under the moon. Watch every single sighting, a mirage just seems to move. You're 1,000 miles away, but if you come while I'm away, stay tonight, stay tonight. You're 1,000 miles away, but if you come while I'm away, stay tonight, stay tonight, yeah, stay tonight.
Children, reading here.
All right. Yeah, I just look back and I see one of them up on the shelf with the pottery. That's what I was worried about. And then I'm like, what is that? That looks darker than it should be. And he was just chilling, like right here on top of the plastic. They were the mugs that I had thrown this morning, so they weren't squished.
How
Catastrophe, yeah. So I'm sorry for wrongly accusing you, Minnie. So let's see, is this thing even good? Nah. Hey. Think you're gonna come here and be my friend now, huh? After what you did.
This beat is my recital. I think it's very vital to use the force for good, of course. Luke Skywalker, that's my time. Here we go. If I were a Jedi, I could out-rap Busta Rhymes. Going in like Qui-Gon Jinn for the win, I could flow in quadruple time. And at the Canadian border, every time I went on tour, I'd be like, this is not the undeclared MC Lars merch that you're looking for. I could levitate like Yoda, I'd eradicate Ebola. I could pick up girls literally, even master the viola. I could read all of War and Peace in 10 minutes entirely. I did it. I could even catch a golden stage playing Quidditch.
Wait, wrong movie, innit?
Hey there.
The 101 surpassing Golden Gate traffic. R2 on the roof of my Prius, dude. I could FaceTime holographic. I played for the A's and we'd win every game. Resurrect Matt Dre, do it all for the Bay. They'd all say, hey, Lars is Nito, and always let me cut the line of El Farolito. 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some Jedi rhyme. So I said this rhyme I'm about to say. I fought the Sith, then it went this way.
Over here, what do we got now? 27. We have 30. We have 30. I've only got 10 more of these to do. Am I working on items for a show or for a wholesale order or just standard stock? A little bit of both. A lot of these are going to be for orders, for wholesale orders, but as I make wholesale orders, I also make extras so that I can have either, you know, an extra if something messes up for the wholesale order, and then I could just helps me build up stock for my retail shows too. Yeah, Shanna. Then there are the folks who watch the stream, see something they can't live without, and place an order on the website right away. Yeah. Wonder who they might be. Shanna Quills, she's like, oh, must be some eccentric lady, huh? They're very amazing ladies, is who they are. And I am very thankful to them for helping me support the studio and let me do what I love. And also help feed my cats. Gypsy said you're still holding out for the Notions dishes. What do you mean, the sheep ones? Yeah, we need to update the website and put a few more things on there. I need to make some more of the sheep ones. I may do that tomorrow, because I'll be hand building some tomorrow. Oh, Mom Swing, Joe, you were falling asleep. You've got a new bed, and you were so tired after assembling it. Yeah. No, they're not there yet. No, we haven't updated them. Gypsy say it's so mesmerizing and satisfying to watch, yes. And it's just as relaxing for me to do when I'm not having to worry about cats squishing everything. Let's see if this one is tall enough. Yeah. Wild Zen, hey! You say it's so late? It is almost 10:15 here. I'm gonna do about 7 more of these mini mugs and then see what I've got left that I want to do. Oh no! Sleeping pills and texting do not mix, yeah. So Eric, hey, so how much do the bowls sell for? So it depends on the size. So you can look at the website that has all the retail prices at pawleystudios.com, but this is actually a mug. So if you're asking about what I'm working on right now, this is going to be a 10-ounce mug, and it starts at $24. Yeah, I have 3 different types of mugs. I have the 10-ounce mug, which is what I've been making. The 20-ounce mug, which you can see behind it here, it's a little bit taller. And then a travel mug. Much throwing in the past couple days, yes. Got to get a lot of stuff done. And then tomorrow, I guess I've got to decide what I'm doing tomorrow. I'll probably have to assemble some of these, maybe not all of them, but then I want to do a bisque tomorrow also, because I've got a bunch of stuff made that I need to fire, if nothing else, just to get it out of my way here so I can have more stuff set out to dry.
The seasons come and go like thoughts of you. Like a wave returns to the sea into the blue.
More kittens on the rampage. But I see a Kiba this time. Hey, Kiba. He's like, I'm just staying out of the way. Oh, Shannon, in your opinion, it's always good to have stuff in the pipeline. You find it really frustrating when you want to do a firing on a certain day, but the kiln's not full. Yeah. You know, I keep expecting Minnie to get tired of the kittens, but she wants to play with them because she's barely a year old herself, I think. Wow, dang, it's gonna rain tomorrow and finally cool things off. Oh, good. Yeah, the heat index was over 100 again today. I don't even want to look and see what our air conditioning bill is going to be like. Oh, wow, down to the mid-50s. You can't wait, Colleen, I bet. Yeah. Yeah, I think I would be happy with 80-degree weather, like, during the day. That would be cooler. Like, it was 80 degrees at 2 o'clock this morning. Oh, Wild Zany say, praise the heavens for average billing on your electric. Oh. I think the kittens are annoying hamster now. No, Shanna, it was 82 degrees. Oh, no, it was 80 degrees at 2 o'clock this morning, in the middle of the night. Yeah, while then it was like 104 heat index today. Yeah, yesterday the heat index got up to 106 here. That's why we stayed inside. Tanny Quill, hey, thank you for the host. And welcome everybody. So I've just got a couple more of these small mini mugs, 10-ounce mugs to make. Oops, except this one needs to be a tad bit taller. Tanny Quill and Murray, hey, good evening. Whoa! And G Christ, thank you so much for the resub! For 2 months in a row. G Christ is up for 2 months in a row. Thank you so much. Thank you for supporting the studio, and more importantly, thank you for helping keep Kiba in kibble. Wild Zan, oh yeah, your sleeping pill is in full force. You're off to bed. Yeah, good night. Hope you can get some rest. Two more. I can do 2 more of these. Oh, can you see them in the background playing still? Yeah, this is what they do all day long. They, like I said, they are still, they still only have two switches, on and off. I don't remember if I measured this one or not. There we go. Alright, this is the last of the mugs. After this, I've got to make a couple of butter keepers. And then if I have room, I want to make some little notions dishes. Lassa, you're out of here? Yeah. Thanks for watching, Lassa. And we'll see you later. Okay. That makes 40. And with the same amount of clay here, with the 3/4 of a pound, I'm going to make some butter keepers. Well, Willow, thank you so much for the resub. Willow has subbed with Twitch Prime for 3 months in a row. Thank you for using your Twitch Prime sub here on our channel. And thank you for being a continued Muddy Buddy. Oh, you finally got the volume working? It turns out I'm in surround sound. Ooh, all fancy. So the butter keepers are in 2 parts, a lid and a base. I'm going to make the base first and then make the lids to fit them. And then I've got a caliper here that can help me keep things all the same size. That'll help me fit things together. Oh, Lady Gemma, sorry, I missed your comments there. Have I ever had things explode in the kiln? And you said you're always worried about your stuff exploding and taking out everybody else's stuff with it. You know, I have not had horrific explosions. I have had more things either like crumble or crack. Ooh. Kiba's like, this is my spot. Maybe I think they're all looking at a bug. Kiba. Inside of this is right at 4 inches, so that's good. Oh, poor, there's a little grasshopper in here, and that's what they're, who sounds like the squeaky toy? That's Kiba. That's Kiba's sound. That's Kiba's meow. So apparently all 4 cats were over here, watching this grasshopper, and Kiba swatted at everybody so that he could have it to himself. Kiba says that is a manly squeak, yeah. So this is the same amount of clay I've just used to make all of those mugs. It actually doesn't look like as much when you spread it out. Because I'm not making the, I don't need like super thin walls or anything. Tux is like, you can have that grasshopper, I've got the pillow. But you can't see Tux from my tower of scraps here. There he is. Now you're craving a Slurpee. Ooh. You must live where there are 7-Elevens. There are no 7-Elevens in Kentucky and Tennessee. Unless there are some in the bigger cities. I know there's not any in Nashville. Hey, buddy. Slurpees are all sugar, yes. Now, I think the butter keepers you can see on the website. This is the base that I've been making, and I'll be making a lid that goes on top. And what they are for is they're for real butter. You put butter in the top, and you put water in the bottom. Close the lid. The water will create a seal so that air can't get to your butter, so that it doesn't go bad. Pardon me. So it doesn't go bad without refrigeration. You can leave it out on your kitchen table and be fine. Oh yeah, Colleen, Slurpees gave you a headache and made you really thirsty, yeah. So now with the lid, it's a little bit more complex, but I still open this up the same way. There we go. And I need this to make a nice right angle. And there's the lid to the butter keeper.
How's it going?
Going good? Are you done?
I can do.
Well, I can do a couple more pieces and then be done, or whatever.
Okay, we'll do one more after.
Okay. Yeah, Shanna, yeah, it is a butter bell, yes. That's the lid to the butter bell. I think actually the term butter bell is copyrighted, so I should say butter keeper instead. Or maybe it's the other way around. One of the two terms is copyrighted. I have to see which one it is. Yeah, Kayla, you always wondered how they worked. Yeah, it's the water that makes them work. The water that creates a seal so that, like I said, so air can't get to your butter. So it won't go bad if it sits out on the table. You change the water out every so often as it evaporates or if it gets all dirty. There we go. And when I'm measuring these, like I measured the inside of the bottoms to 4 inches. These, measuring this outside to about 3 3/4, just because it needs to have a little bit of wiggle room. It doesn't, I'm not going to make it super tight because I've got to have room for a little bit of warpage and shrinkage, and then also room for the glaze. There we go. And make sure this is good. I'm gonna make one more. Shannon, you say it's fun getting to see all the different things being made. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, what I need to do, and what I've said I'll keep saying I'm going to do, is like every time I sit down and throw, I need to make something different just so I can stock up on everything. That way I don't have to stop and spend like a month, restocking for some of these fine art shows. But, I've only done that like once. I made some nesting bowls the other day. So I've got a couple of butter bells actually on order. Hanson, hey! You don't know this pot. It's not a yarn or a mug. It's a butter thing. It's a butter keeper. It is the top part to a butter keeper. I don't know if you think I have any out here. I may not have that many left, actually. So I probably do need to stock up on these at some point. This is the lid to the butter keeper. We have kittens. Oh, thank you, Shannon. And so this is the lid. You put water in the base. This will be, you know, turned upside down. You put your butter in here, and the water that's in the base creates a seal when you close the lid, so that you can keep your butter out on the kitchen table without having to refrigerate it, and it'll stay good. That's how butter was kept fresh before refrigeration, and it'll last for about a month. Let's see. There we go. And that's that. And I'm gonna put them on the bottom shelf there and hope they aren't squished by the morning. See, if it gets warm enough in the house, the butter could melt. You've used one, but you have central AC in the house, so it never got warm enough to melt it yet. Because room temperature butter is not gonna, you know, melt out of the thing. But like if you leave it outside in the summer, yeah, it's gonna all melt and run. So I think I'm done. I think that's all I'm gonna do tonight. And then we'll figure out what I'm gonna do tomorrow, probably depending on how fast everything dries out. Oh, Monswind, yeah, AC is not common where you live. Well, if you left butter out on your kitchen table, do you think it would melt, like to the point of liquefaction? Oh, there's Tux. It's like I thought I felt a cat somewhere. Come on. Come on. Come on, buddy. You have been crazy today, so we're gonna cuddle, whether you want to or not. If it did melt, it would float on the water. Pop it in the fridge to harden it, and then you can press it back into the top. Yay! You can put chilled water in the butter barrel. Oh, come on. Kiba's here too. I think Tux is wanting to go jump on Kiba's head. Hey, buddy. Come here. There you go. See, you can have the purple pillow all to yourself. All to yourself. So here is the Emperor in all his glory. Yeah, Kiba. See, he doesn't like to be picked up. He wants to be held, but he doesn't like the journey from the floor to your arms. He's whiny. Hey, Tux. Tux wants to attack Kiba so bad. He wants to play, but he's too scared to. Yeah, buddy. He's not been getting enough as much attention as he thinks he deserves. Of course, he's never gotten that much attention, but with the kittens, I think he feels a little bit left out. Yeah, Kiba bites, yeah. And swats. Yeah, Tux has had his head smacked a couple times. Well, come on if you're gonna come. Oh, goodness. And then Nightwing tried to jump on my leg, not realizing Kiba was here, so he turned around real quick. Kiba's a good cat. He doesn't like other cats, but he's never attacked, just come out and attacked the kittens. He'll growl at them or hiss at them and say, get away from me, but he's never just gone after them. What are you doing? And see, before, he wouldn't allow this much. He wouldn't allow them this close. He would have hissed and growled and ran away. So they're getting used to one another. And you think the kittens keep getting so big until you see them next to Kiba. Hey, buddy. You coming up here too? You got everybody here, huh? Now, if you attack his tail, you're gonna get swatted. See his little nose over there in the corner. He's thinking about it. Kiba's being such a good boy. See, he thought it was going to be a pottery stream, but it turned into a cat stream. There you go. There we all are. They don't really know what to do. Yeah, Gemma, you would follow a stream where cats are petted. Yeah, cat streams are the best streams. I think the kittens don't know what to do being so close to Kiba and not being swatted at. All the Kiba fluff. Only Minnie. Yep, she's at the front door. She's probably enjoying peace and quiet, honestly, after dealing with these two little hellions. Oh, that tail twitch. I saw it. It's gonna get you in trouble, buddy. Alright. It's probably enough kitten cuddles. Probably need to stop before I provoke a fight. But guys, thank you so much for watching tonight and hanging out with me all day long. Have a good night, everybody, and I will see y'all tomorrow. We'll either be working on Abyss, which we don't usually stream, or I'll probably be doing some assembling no matter what. I'll have to. Now it's a Furious 8! Oh no, you just now got here. I'm sorry. Yeah, we're about to leave. See, you've caught the best part. You caught the Kiba petting. With kittens. Look at them. They're going to sleep. Their eyes are closed. I guess they're just happy to be in the presence of awesomeness. Oh my gosh, the tail. There's the tail. He's hitting them with his tail. You're doing that on purpose. You're doing that on purpose. Oh. Do you see this? Tux? I know. He's like, I ain't doing nothing. Oh, goodness. Sleepy, cuddly kittens are the best. See, the kittens want to play with Kiba. I think they just like being close to him. Yeah, Shanna, if Kiba was flopping you in the face with its tail, you would grab it too, yeah. Alright, guys. Let's go. There you go. Move this away from everybody. All right, have a good night, everybody.